What's going on, everybody? Caleb here, and welcome to Race 8 of the 2023 NR2003 Rowdy Energy Pro Series season. Welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the running of the Cabarrus County 150. We'll be running 25 laps around the 1.5 mile track. Coming off of last week, Vinnie Scholes won her second race in a row and extended her points lead. She's starting second tonight. We'll just have to see what she can do. On the topic of points, let's take a look at the point standings after last week's race at Toledo. Vinnie Scholes currently leads the way, with Drew Webb 25 points behind, taking second in the point standings after a good run last week. Matt Tuck and Richard Kinghart are tied 26 points behind. Skylar Taylor is 37 behind, and Chad Gronkowski is 38 behind. Further back, we have Priya McShane 53 behind, Stephen Colon and Angel Gutierrez 54 behind, and Hergel Arvin Alonso 60 points behind. We'll have to see how much that'll shake up tonight. But on the pole for this event, for NS Racing, it's the 98 of Stuart Gratton. Have to see what he can do tonight. Comes into this race 18th in the standings. We'll have to see if he or anybody else in the field can pick up their first win of the season. Or in some cases, especially if you're Vinnie Scholes, another win in your season. But before we get the cars rolling off momentarily, let's take a look at your starting lineup for the Cabarrus County 150 here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As before mentioned on the pole, it's the 98 of Stuart Gratton starting alongside the 71 of Vinnie Scholes, your current points leader. In row number 2, we have the 99 of Drew Webb starting alongside the number 97 of Hergel Arvin Alonso. Row 3, we have the 4 of Skylar Taylor starting alongside the 88 of Angel Gutierrez. Row 4, we see the 9 of Tanner Parton starting alongside the 73 car of Matt Tuck. Row 5, rounding out the top 10, we have the 33 of Stephen Colon and the 72 of Richard Kinghart. Row 6, we find the 43 of Lucia Torres starting alongside the 64 of Cameron Lassard. Row 7, we have the 7 of Braden Perez starting alongside the number 12 of Will Parrish. Row 8, we see the 41 of Priya McShane starting alongside the 55 of Anthony McClure, making their first start of the season. It'll be interesting to see what he can do tonight. Starting in row 9, we have the 16 of Jim Vincent Leff starting alongside the 20 of Chad Gronkowski. Row number 10, we have the 87 of Tyree Cartman starting alongside the 17 of Cole DeHill. Row 11, we find the 52 of Cole Raymond and the 28 of Benny Moore. And rounding out the field, we have the 61 of Luna Lona starting alongside the 27 of Caleb Toro. So, these cars should be rolling off here in a second, led by the 98. Make sure that everybody gets off the pit road okay, which seems like they do. Race report will be in the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It'll be, as before mentioned, a 25-lap race around this 1.5 mile track. Temperature is 67 degrees with a little bit of wind to the northeast. And there will be no pit stops during this race. So, only thing these drivers are going to be worried about is getting to the front and taking the checkered flag first. You know, they call Charlotte Motor Speedway America's home for racing. And it's called America's Home for Racing for a reason. We're going to be in for a spectacle tonight as the field rounds turn 4. Pace car is going to make the left-hand turn onto the pit lane. And Stuart Gratton and Vinny Scholes are going to lead him towards the green. The green flag is waving, and we are green here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Coming to lead lap number 1, it will be the 98. Behind him, Skylar Taylor has gotten up to second, but here comes the 99. Drew Webb looking to take that position away. Benny Scholes has now slipped back to fourth. And now here comes Jalarvin Alonso to try to take that spot away. As Webb successfully gets by Taylor. Taylor gets shoved up the racetrack a bit. That might open the door for Vinny Scholes to get inside. That is going to open the door for Alonso to get inside. He'll take third away. Early on in the going here, it'll look like that the bottom will be the place to be, but as the truck gets rubbered in a little bit, the outside lane will start to pick up some momentum. So you want to try to make all your moves as soon as you can, because it's going to get a little bit more difficult to pass later on into this race. But so far we've got a lot of passing going on. Almost 3 wide here. And it looks like we are going to go 3 wide here. This is for, I believe, around the 8th or 9th position. And it looks like this is going to go to Richard Kinghart. Great pass for the number 72. And behind these guys, we got 3 wide. Almost, the 7's sliding up a bit. They're almost 4 wide coming out of the corner. They're going to keep it fanned down to 3, luckily. But up front, it's the NS Racing teammates going at it. And it's going to be Alonso getting the better of the 98 right now. But he's got some company from another car starting with the number 9. That's the 99 of Drew Webb. He took a peek underneath, couldn't quite get there down the back straightaway. It looks like these 3 will stay in line for now, with the 97 out front. But Gratton looking to take the second spot back, almost gets into the back of Drew Webb as he goes into 1. And is not quite going to clear him coming off of 2. I think he probably will, though, going into 3. No, Drew Webb hanging really tough on that outside, actually. And they're going to stay side by side. So this is what I was talking about. The high lane seems to have gotten rubbered in, so you can hold your own up there now. And Drew Webb not only is just going to hold his own, he's got a great run on the outside of the 98. And he's going to take that spot back, as now Taylor is going to take him 3 wide. And here comes Tyreek Hartman in the 87. Hartman started all the way back in 19th. He's already up into 3rd. Great run for this 87 team. But out front, all this battling is exactly what Jalarvin Alonso wants to see, because that is allowing him to pull away with the race lead. But taking a little ways back through the field. Not a lot of battle. Here's their Cohen teammates going at it. 55, Anthony McClure. And the 20 of Chad Gronkowski. And up here's Vinny Scholes in the 71. Dropped back a little bit from her starting position. Starting to make her way back through the field as for second. Here comes Hartman. I think this 87 might be pretty fast. Underneath Drew Webb, down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Also, how about Lucia Torres? Good run there for the 43. They're going to get underneath Drew Webb as Hartman clears for second. Vinny Scholes down the back straightaway going for a big move. 3 wide as they go into 3. Not going to quite make it stick, and is actually Going to fall into the clutches of the 41 of Priya McShane. Vinny Scholl struggling just a little bit in the early stages of this race. But Tyreek Hartman trying to run down. Here's Jalarvin Alonso. He's closed the gap a bunch over these last few laps. And 87 is really hooking that bottom groove. We'll have to see if he indeed can catch up and pass that 97. Because both these cars look very, very quick. As we are soonly approaching halfway in this race. Fastest lap, actually, so far, currently belongs to the 87. And he's right on the back bumper of that 97. As we're now halfway home, and here we go. Tyreek Hartman to the inside of Jalarvin Alonso. Trying to take the lead away, and he will do so down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4. Hergel trying to run a bit of a higher lane. Maybe trying to get a little bit of a run off the corner. Trying to stay with Tyreek Hartman. And you have Drew Webb and Lucia Torres also hanging with these guys. Jim Vincent left just a little ways back. Good run for him. Started in 17th. And we've got 3 wide back here for 6th. Priya McShane. Stuart Gradden. But it's going to be the 72 of Richard Kinghart that gets the better of those two. And they're not done going 3 wide, as here comes the 61 of Luna Lona. Looked to make a move there, but couldn't quite make it. Vinny Scholl's trying to recover. I believe she's now into the top 10. Looking to keep that points lead afloat. But out front, Alonso hasn't left the back bumper of Tyreek Hartman. Like I said, both these cars are pretty fast. But behind them, here comes Lucia Torres. Going after Drew Webb for 3rd, and it's going to take it. Drew Webb might have slid a little bit out of the groove there because didn't really get much of a run as we've seen. 87 trying to take the 97's line away. But Angelo Alonso is still staying tough as we get into the closing stages of this race. Alonso wants to try to keep that pressure on. I think his best bet is to maybe try to force the 87 into a mistake like this. The 87 washes up a little bit. Here comes Alonso. He clips him coming off of 4. But it's going to be the 87 hanging on and keeping the lead for the moment. Drew Webb going back after 3rd from the 43. Taking a look back here, Vinny Scholl is actually slipping back a little bit. Anthony McClure has clawed his way into the top 10. Good stuff for him. Will Parrish now looking to take 8th away from Priya McShane. And he will do so. Back up front, though. Alonso trying to find any way around this 87 car. Ooh, another slight slip up for the 87. Oh, almost into the... I think he got into the quarter panel of him. Is he going to stay to the inside? Yes, he is. Here we go. Side by side through 3 and 4 for the race lead. Here's Jalarvin Alonso and Tyreek Hartman with 6 laps to go in this race. Alonso trying to pull a slide job, but Hartman gets a run on the outside. They're still side by side, door to door down the backstretch. Into 3 and 4. Hartman slides up a little bit. Alonso's going to try to clear him, and he will. New leader with 5 to go. It's Alonso. But Hartman taking a look back down under, looking to cross him over. And he's going to do just that. They're still side by side. Except now the roles are reversed, and Hartman now trying to get back past Hergelar and Alonso. Fantastic stuff from these two. Coming to 4 to go now. Going into 1, Hartman's got the advantage, and Hartman takes the spot away. And now he's got a bit of a gap to Hergelar and Alonso. But can he maintain that? Looking back through the field one more time. Battle here. Will Parrish to the inside of Luna Lona. Vinny Scholl's currently sitting in 11th. And Hergelar and Alonso. I think he's looking to make one final charge on our race leader, Tyreek Hartman. '97 running a little bit lower. Two laps remaining here from Charlotte. Alonso ripping that white line, trying to do everything he can to catch and pass this 87. Hartman slips up just a bit. Herzl's not close enough to capitalize just yet. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Tyreek Hartman is going to come through 3 and 4. One last hurrah from Hergelar and Alonso, but it's not going to be enough. Tyreek Hartman wins here at Charlotte.
You won! Yes, yes, yes! What a finish! Hey, dinner's on me.
What a race. What a battle from these two. And what a win for Tyreek Hartman and that 87 team. What a race that was. Whew. That is his first win on the year. And so far, he's gotten 3 top 10s and 2 top 5s and 1 win in his 3 starts. So, Hartman, he might be low in points, but he is absolutely tearing up the charts. But let's take a look at your finishing results here at Charlotte. Tyreek Hartman gets the win here in the Cabarrus County 150. Hergelar and Alonso put up a great fight, but it's just going to come up short in P2. Jim Vincent Leff is going to finish 3rd to round out the podium. Drew Webb is going to finish 4th. Lucia Torres rounds out the top 5. And then you got Richard Kinghart, Anthony McClure, Luna Lona, Priya McShane, and Will Parrish rounding out the top 10. But that sure is going to go down in the history books. What a battle late in this race between Tyreek Hartman and Hergelar and Alonso. Dare I say, I think I'm quite glad, actually, that we did not have pit stops. But regardless of the fact, congratulations to Tyreek Hartman for winning here at Charlotte. The next race will be next week, October 17th at IRP for the Hoosier 200. That will premiere at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sign-ups will be the usual date, Wednesday at 7:30. And I hope to see you all at both. So, once again, congratulations to Tyreek Hartman for winning here in Charlotte. And I will see you guys later. You all take care and have a good one. Here are your point standings after race 8 of the season.